Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Kyra and welcome to my beauty space. So now that I am fully post collection and declutter video filming, everything is nice and organized, and I just thought it would be a really good time to bring you guys along into my boudoir in which I film and just kind of give you the full tour, kind of what my setup is, how I have things organized, what the drawers and everything look like. After my declutter and collection series, I'm going to show you sort of a little bit of how I stay organized here as a creator on YouTube. And with all of that said, let's get into it. So as you walk into my bedroom, this is sort of what you see in terms of my beauty space setup. Some of this will look very familiar to you. My bed is in my background and my colorful drawers in which I, store my makeup and things like that. So this is kind of the general overview of my beauty space. I would love to not have my beauty space in my bedroom, but I am blessed that I do have a large enough bedroom that I sort of have this little alcove over here that I use to sort of separate by a couple of feet my work from my bedroom. So this is kind of the general overview of what things look like. So as we walk over to my beauty space here, you'll see that I have a little stool, and on that stool I generally keep all of my sort of organization, paperwork, notebook type things there, so it's out of my way when I'm filming, but available to me as well. This little wooden box that you're seeing here contains my Shop My Stash products for April. Spoiler alert, the Sweet Peach palette is in there. So then as you come over here to the left side of my vanity, you can see that my daughter is always keeping me in colorful pictures just to brighten up my space, remind me of beautiful things like Enjoy Today. She's also a huge Samantha March fan like I am, so she did create that Aspire to Inspire. And then I do have a little list there of my unofficial Project Pan products. Up here on the windowsill, I have my dirty brushes right here. I collect them there until I'm able to spot clean them or wash them, whatever they need. I've got my little fan that keeps me a little bit cooler under all the studio lights that I have. This little guy right here is actually the case for the little iPhone microphone that my son purchased as my Christmas gift this year, and it works really good. If you haven't noticed the increase in quality of my sound, I also have a little USB, speaker, Bluetooth speaker, that thing, for when I'm jamming out and creating looks for you guys. And then this little cup right here houses my sharpeners, and then you can see that I have a little orchid chilling on the window ledge there. You might also be able to see that we have snow outside. Boo! Then as we move over here, this right here is like a little folder or organizer that I got at Marshall's, and it is usually holding whatever I'm using right now. So Shop My Stash products, my two unofficial Project Pan palettes are right here, as well as my Shop My Stash eyeshadow palettes for the month, and anything else that I'm just keen to use and have at the ready without getting in and out of any drawers. And then right here I have my Project Pan and Shop My Stash like face products, cheek products, that kind of thing, along with some little samples over here that I intend to make use of. And then in this little circular pan here, along with these products right here on my desk, that is where I keep all of the complexion products that I'm using currently, as well as eyeshadow primers and mascara and things like that that I have in my current rotation. Haha! Right here is my mirror. This is the mirror that I get ready with every day. Peekaboo. And you can see that I have a little sticky note on there reminding me to give you guys a side note in each video, which I think is just something fun that, you know, I've been doing lately. You can also see here is my ring light that I use for filming. My phone sits right up there. And then I also have another sticky note right there reminding me. It's something that I stick on my mirror or on my tabletop or what have you when I need to remember to film an intro at the end of a video, like with a completed face, as well as take a thumbnail picture, because I have to be reminded of those things or I won't do them. We'll finish off with the rest of the vanity and then we'll talk about my paperwork right here. Up here on the ledge, this puppy right here usually houses my Q-tips, just a few random things to be honest. And then I have this old Earl Grey tea tin that I use to house my pins and different things like that. You can see here that I have all of my makeup brushes. And then in this tin, I also have things like brow products, eyeliners, concealer brushes, any kind of little things that might go away or get lost if I don't corral them. And then, as always, I am powered by coffee. And my son gladly made a second pot for us to share just before I started filming. I have my little list there of beauty things that I need to remind myself to get. Right now it's makeup wipes for swatches and Q-tips. And then up here I keep whichever setting sprays that I'm working on. To the left is my little jar of my Shop My Stash lippies. And to the left of that are a couple of lippies that I'm looking to use up, as well as my lip liners. And then below all of that, you can see that little ring dish, the marbled ring dish there. I have my current lip balm from Fresh, a lip gloss that I am working on using up, and the lippy that I have on today, which is that Kosas lipstick in Rosewater. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit about how I stay organized on the platform. I'm just gonna go through things really quickly, but if you are a creator, or even if you're not, if you're curious about how I stay organized and plan videos and things like that on YouTube, just let me know. I'd be happy to film a short video about that. This is my current idea book, and I just write down ideas for series. I write down ideas for videos, ideas for get ready with me's. I have this small composition book here, and this is where I've been writing down my makeup every single day. You can see right here the makeup that I have on today is listed here, and I always list what, if any, videos I filmed on that day. And this is mostly just something that I wanted to do this year as an experiment, just to see how much I use things, how much I used my Shop My Stash, how many, you know, things that didn't get used at all this year. And then this book right here, I call my Bible. These, I have gone through several of these composition books from 5-star over the last couple years of my channel. And what I use this for is video notes. So you can see, like, this is palettes I regret buying, what I bought in November, ranking my concealer notes. So like as I'm testing things, I'm writing notes down. As I'm prepping videos, this was my top 5 on Amazon video, so I wrote down the top 5. But it's also a way for me to look back. You know, for example, I don't always remember what I've already featured in a favorites video or not. And so I can always look back and see, okay, yeah, I did talk about the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk lipstick in February, so I don't need to include it in March or what have you. And then this is my planner. I love these customizable planners. This is very hard to do through the viewfinder. There we go. So you can see there it has my name on the front. I picked the pattern. So this is kind of the overview of what it looks like. And then, you know, you can see I have a row for posting, a row for filming, and a to-do list, as well as rows for myself, my 2 kids, and my menu for the week, which is clearly not planned. But this is very much how I stay organized with my YouTube, with my life, with my kids, the whole thing. It is definitely my holy Bible, and that's pretty much how I stay organized. So this over here is probably a view that you're very familiar with. These colorful drawers reside in the background of all of my videos. I also wanted to mention that over here, my daughter one day had written down a bunch of positive affirmations and taped them up in my beauty space for me. This lamp up here I got at Hobby Lobby along with the drawers. I do get a lot of questions about that. If you do have a Hobby Lobby in the city or state where you live, they do still have these drawers on the website as far as I know. So let's go ahead and look at the top of this set of drawers here. Got my little jade plant over here on the left, along with some lights that I left up after Christmas. I just think they're cute. I have this gigantic MAC lipstick bullet thing. It's just a canister. It's empty inside, but it was a free gift with purchase that they just sent me. I also have my Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks and my new Fenty Gloss Bomb in Hot Chocolate. Got my Namaste because I'm into my yoga now. I've got my cute little bunny here, a sock bunny that my daughter made. Of course, we've been going craft galore since being quarantined at home for the virus. One thing you may or may not have seen in the background of my videos, it's been visible at certain times and it hasn't been visible at other times, but this is like a little ceramic colander or strainer, as some people may call it, and that's actually where I house my clean and dirty beauty sponges. So going into this little 3-drawer unit, look how beautiful and clean this is. This is now my bullet lipsticks, and I could not be happier that I can see them all. Of course, a few are missing because I've shot my stash and things like that, but this is pretty much it, and I couldn't be happier. So there's bullet lipsticks. In this drawer, we have liquid lipsticks, which I only have 3 of now, and then the rest are like lip crayons, or crayon-like products for the lips. And then right here are my lip glosses. I do look forward to finishing up a couple more of these this year. I would like to not be double stacked at all. And of course, there are glosses that aren't in here as well. So overall though, I'm really, really happy. Every single one of these drawers was crammed full before. I couldn't see everything, and therefore when I was looking for a lipstick to match a look, it was very hard to do so. So as we're looking at this unit here, most of the drawers on this side are my personal products, my personal items, medicine, things like that, hankies. Because once I put this unit in here, I had to let go of my actual nightstand. So I have that little pedestal table there that I use just to put my drink and my pill box and a few random things on. But then all the other products I would normally keep in my nightstand are in these drawers on the right-hand side. The right-hand drawer that I can show you, however, is this top drawer. And these are like my backups and things like that. I will show you what's in the drawers of my desk, but I'll do that at the end because it's eyeshadow and other things. But these are just backup things like my magnetic palette, We have like a backup lipstick of my favorite shade from Bite. Lots of mascara. Some like lip masks. I have some sponge tip applicators. These are my backups of the Juno & Co. sponges. Moving into this top yellow drawer, you can see here that it is my foundation and concealer drawer. These are my concealers, minus the ones in my Shop My Stash rotation for this month. And I'm really pleased about this amount, to be honest. I would love to work through some of these this year, but I also don't feel like it's overkill at all. All right, so this drawer here is my setting sprays, primers, and powders, and I feel really good that they all fit in this one drawer, to be honest. I don't keep a lot of primers. Those happen to be favorites of mine right there, along with a few in my Shop My Stash basket thing. And then of course there's the powders right here. Again, I don't keep a ton of extra, and so yeah, that's that drawer right there. Next we have the bronzer drawer, and this is it, guys. There are a couple, as always, as with all of these drawers, that are in my Shop My Stash basket or what have you. But I, again, feel really good about how neat and tidy this drawer looks. I didn't get rid of any in my declutter or anything like that, but I feel okay about that. I feel positive about the fact that I'm going to work through some of my minis this year and move them out. My personal favorite drawer right here is Blush, baby. These are really honestly in no particular order, other than I do keep my stick blush down here, sort of more cream products right here, and then the rest is sort of up for grabs. I do try to keep like with like in terms of brand for the most part. I mean, you can see that my Physicians Formula are relatively close to one another. Got my ColourPop Super Shock cheeks together, but you know, this drawer astounds me. I honestly don't know how I kept all of the other blush in there. I think I decluttered something like 13 blush, if I remember right. I'll put the number on the screen. But I can't believe any more than this fit in here before. And of course, I've got my 2 Project Pan blush that are not in here, as well as a couple for my Shop My Stash. So, you know, I think we're at capacity, essentially. And to be honest, I have 2 on the way. Your girl's got a blush issue. What can I say? But, you know, that being said, there are some in here and in other areas of my collection that I'm not 100% sure about, that I've left in my collection for the express purpose of finding out if I want to keep it. You know, let's be hasty, if you know what I mean. For example, like this is a Laura Geller highlight in Ballerina, but it's too dark as a highlight for me. And so I'm going to try and see if I can use it as a blush or a blush topper, or if I even want to mess with it at all. So moving on. One drawer that is never at risk of overflowing is my highlight drawer. I'm very particular about what I like in a highlight, and if I don't like it, I'm very quick to get rid of it. For example, this little e.l.f. palette is definitely on the chopping block for me. Only a couple missing out of here within my Project Pan and Shop My Stash. So this is pretty much it. And I feel really good about that because I look in this drawer and I pretty much love everything that's here. And so, you know, I don't know what else I could ask for, or what more I could ask for after a very successful collection and declutter series. My other favorite drawer here is my face palette drawer. This pretty much contains all multi-purpose palettes and products, and you know, it is what it is. Again, there's a couple missing from here, but I probably shouldn't buy any more unless I plan on getting rid of some, because quite frankly, I'm at max capacity for this drawer. And I've talked about before, I really don't want to see any of my categories outgrow their current storage. So like my blush drawer is at capacity. I don't want to see
you know, I don't want to take up a second drawer with blush. I want to contain it to the one drawer, if that makes sense. And then the last drawer with any makeup type products in this unit is this one right here. I have my extra brushes in here, brushes that I don't use super often, brushes that I rotate out or what have you with other brushes. And then I also have my single shadows in here, which I didn't cover in my collection videos, so I guess I could run through them real quick right now. I'm gonna try and do it without shaking the camera too much, but bear with me. So I have this little Pixie, what are you called? Liquid Fairy Lights in the shade Bare Brilliance. I have my precious Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerize in Marie Antoinette. It's a kind of a taupey bronze color. I'm talented, but I definitely can't open these type of containers with one hand. This is the Ulta Beauty Lustrous Foil Eyeshadow in the shade Rose Gold Leaf. I don't know that I've put this on my eyes yet. Shame on me. I've got this little Nude Sticks product here, Magnetic Luminous Eye Color in Rustic Grotto. Also haven't put this on my eyes, but it is relatively new. One of my favorite shadows of all time. Get a little closer so you can hopefully see. It's a purple base with a teal shift. It's the Touch in Soul Metalist Sparkling Foiled Pigment in the shade. Anyhow, I'll put it on the screen. And then last but not least, whoa. Last but not least, these two drugstore cream shadows. I have Revlon Color Stay Creme eyeshadow in the shade Pistachio, and the Maybelline Color Tattoo 24-hour shenanigans in the shade Socialite, which is kind of like a rose gold shade. And then this one's, in case you didn't see, it's a pistachio color. Very pretty. In this drawer, I have just little random containers that I used for organizing things on top of my vanity or various places. This is my literal Shop My Stash basket. I used to keep my Shop My Stash things in here, but I just liked the aesthetic of the matching Tiffany blue one that's on my tabletop now, but I do still use this for like thumbnails and things like that, so that's what's in here. Nothing exciting. And then down here is where I keep like my former notebooks from different things and extra notebooks, random shenanigans. And while I'm down on the floor before I attempt to get up, over here are like my extra tripods. I have a little lightweight one, and then this is actually the one that came with my ring light, but I'll show you again when I get up that it is on a tabletop like tripod stand type thing, and so I do just have that over here. And then sort of round the bend back here, just some empty baskets that I again use for organizing videos, things like that. And then this is the base of the other umbrella light. Is that right? What is it called? Softbox. Good grief. So this is what I was talking about, especially in case you're a creator or you do other things that require a ring light. This is just a little tabletop sort of thing that I ordered on Amazon, actually. I think it's called a tabletop ring light stand or something like that. And so then I was able to just take the ring light off that other tripod and put it on here. It's at a better height than the other tripod would be for me, as well as I don't have to have the added space available behind my vanity as I would otherwise. And let me tell you, when I filmed my collection videos, I had my ring light and everything on that bigger tripod so I could bend it over at a 90-degree angle and do flat lays for you guys. It was a joke. It was a hot mess for a minute. So anyways, I also wanted to mention here, I didn't really touch too much on the brushes, but I have like my bigger face brushes back here and smaller ones over here. These are my eye brushes, and like I said, concealer and detail brushes over here. And then I love this little mug. I try to change out my mugs that I store things in regularly, and I got that one at the beginning of the year, and it says, actually, I can. Okay, so I suppose we should also touch on what's under my desk. Excuse my sweatpants and my slippers. This is my beauty trash. Lord mercy, I need to film one. Let me know if you guys are interested in my skincare empties, or if you just want to see the makeup. I'm cool with either one. I am combination skin type, in case that matters to you. But so that's where I keep my empties, and also this is where I keep my stain from a NARS Power Matte Pigment something or other. Don't turn those upside down, folks. Word to the wise. And then on the other side of my vanity underneath, I have my washcloths. I keep my own special washcloths just specifically for day-to-day use, for wiping off my brushes, wiping off my hands, you know, any manner of messiness that makeup might make. This drawer right here is sort of my office supplies. I've got my makeup wipes back there that need refilling. I, you know, keep random things in here, just office-y type things that I need for my channel, of random spray bottles that I use for my homemade brush cleaner that I make. Let me know if you want a video on that. And then the last drawer and the very last part of this video is my eyeshadow palette. So it's this very shallow drawer that goes all the way across the length of my vanity, which is a desk that my mom, an antique desk that my mom refinished when I was a really young child. And she promised me when I grew up, got married, and had my own house, that it would be mine. And I won't show you the whole thing, but she did write a sweet little note in there to me. So yeah, these are all of my palettes. I actually feel super good about how this all fits in here now after my declutter, even with the few that are up here on my desktop there. I feel like I can see everything pretty well for the most part. Nothing's really hidden. There's definitely things in here you guys haven't seen on my channel yet, so if you see anything you like and you want a video, just let me know.
All right, ta-da, here I am again. I lost the other shirt because it was getting toasty in here without having the fan on, but I just wanted to wrap up the video for you. I hope you guys enjoyed this little sneak peek at how Kyra is a YouTuber, how I have things set up and organized. I hope it gives you some ideas. If you have any questions, absolutely leave those down in the comments for me. I'd be happy to do the best I can in answering those in terms of where I purchased things and stuff like that. But I always find these videos very interesting and enlightening. I wouldn't fancy myself the most fantastic organizer of all times, but I do try and do things on the cheap. Just get creative in your space. Surround yourself with things that you love and that bring you joy, like all of my pictures for my daughter over here, my inspiring or inspiring like coffee mugs that I keep things in, and so on and so forth. If you are feeling antsy during this self-quarantine business here, I just want to encourage you to spring clean. Even if it's not feeling like spring where you are, let me give you a quick little glance at what it looks like outside my window right now. That's what she's looking like out there. Ain't too springy, is it? Nope. So like I said, even if it doesn't feel like spring where you are, get a head start on some spring cleaning while we're all locked up and quarantined at home. I hope you and yours are staying well and safe, and I am praying for you if you're not. And you know, let's all hope that this comes to a safe and peaceful end as soon as possible. We're in for the long haul, folks, but like I said, one idea is just to go ahead and start your spring cleaning early And Lord knows I did that through my collection and declutter series. And with all of that said, thank you so much for tuning into my beauty space tour today. I always appreciate each and every one of you that watch my videos, and I hope all of your makeup days are absolutely beautiful, organized, and decluttered makeup days. Whew. That was a long video. I'll see you in my next video soon.